Intro: Pluto used to be the ninth planet, but not anymore. Why? For many of us who grew up with a solar system model that had 9 planets, this change felt like a betrayal, a cosmic demotion of our favorite underdog. But science, you see, is a process. It's a method of inquiry that constantly refines our understanding of the universe. What we thought we knew yesterday can be updated by new evidence tomorrow. The story of Pluto isn't just about one small world at the edge of our solar system. It's a story about how science itself works. The decision didn't happen in a vacuum. In 2006, the International Astronomical Union, or IAU, gathered to redefine what it means to be a planet. This wasn't done out of spite for Pluto. It was a necessary step driven by an explosion of new discoveries in the outer solar system. In the next 10 minutes, I'll give you 10 clear reasons Pluto lost its planetary status, walking you through the science, the history, the controversy. This is a journey to understand not just Pluto's place, but our own place in an ever-expanding cosmic perspective. We'll look at everything from orbital mechanics to the very nature of scientific classification. Let's get started. Chapter 1. So, let's start at the heart of the matter, the definition itself. Everything changed in August 2006 in Prague. The International Astronomical Union convened its General Assembly, and one of the hottest topics on the agenda was to formally define the word planet. For thousands of years, we never really had a strict scientific definition. The word planet comes from the Greek for wanderer, any point of light that moved against the background of fixed stars. By that ancient logic, the Sun and Moon were planets, but Earth wasn't. The IAU proposed and voted on a resolution that established 3 conditions for an object to be considered a planet in our solar system. Think of it as creating a clear filing system for the cosmos. You need categories. You need criteria. First, the object must be in orbit around the Sun. Pluto checks that box. Second, it must be massive enough to be nearly round. Pluto passes this with flying colors. But then we come to the third criterion, the one that changed everything for Pluto. It must have cleared the neighborhood around its orbit. This is the criterion, the only one, that Pluto fails. It separates Mercury to Neptune from a growing list of other worlds. The IAU didn't just kick Pluto out. They created a new, exciting category for it, the dwarf planet. It wasn't a demotion so much as a resorting, a king in a new kingdom. Chapter 2. So, what does it actually mean to clear the neighborhood around your orbit? Planets sweep up, eject, or capture material until they dominate their orbital zone. Add up the mass of Earth-crossing asteroids. It's utterly insignificant compared to Earth. Earth dominates. Jupiter, Saturn, and the other planets are the undisputed gravitational kings of their domains. Now, let's look at Pluto. It lives in a crowded Kuiper belt, less a highway, more a cosmic rush hour. Its orbit is shaped by Neptune's gravity. The total mass of other bodies in Pluto's zone far exceeds Pluto. Earth, by contrast, outweighs its neighbors by about 1.7 million times. Pluto isn't the gravitational bully. It's one of the bigger kids in a very crowded playground. It's not about size, distance, or composition. It's about gravitational influence. A planet shapes its orbital environment. Pluto hasn't. And realizing this was key to understanding the outer solar system. Beyond dynamics, let's talk scale. You'll see why Pluto's in a different weight class. Chapter 3. Beyond the orbital dynamics, let's just talk about sheer size. When you place Pluto next to the other planets, the difference in scale is, frankly, staggering. Pluto's diameter is about 2,377 kilometers, 1,477 miles. That's less than the diameter of the United States. It's smaller than 7 moons, including our own. Pluto's mass is only about 0.2% of Earth's. The Moon is more than 5 times Pluto. Mercury over 25 times. Jupiter over 26,000 times. Size and mass relate directly to gravitational dominance, clearing the neighborhood. Pluto's diminutive stature reflects its origin, a large remnant, a Plutino, in the Kuiper Belt. Chapter 4. For over 70 years, from its discovery in 1930 until the early 2000s, Pluto seemed unique. We were looking through a keyhole. As technology improved, we opened the door, and everything changed. We found Quaoar, Sedna, Haumea, Makemake, substantial bodies hundreds of kilometers across. Then came Eris, initially thought larger than Pluto, sparking a crisis. If Pluto is a planet, then Eris must be a planet too. How many more? Dozens? Maybe hundreds? The term planet was on the verge of losing meaning. Pluto wasn't demoted, its context was expanded. The prototype of dwarf planets, the king of the Kuiper Belt. Chapter 5. The 8 planets follow nearly circular paths on the same plane. Pluto doesn't play by those rules. First, highly inclined about 17 degrees, it swoops above and below the ecliptic. Second, highly eccentric, 4.4 to 7.4 billion kilometers. For about 20 years each 248-year orbit, Pluto is closer than Neptune. Last time 1979-1999. No collision risk. A 2.3 resonance locks a cosmic dance that keeps them apart. This tilted, elongated path is common among Kuiper Belt objects. The Plutinos. Pluto's orbit wasn't carved by dominance. It's shaped by Neptune's gravity. Its orbit tells the story of its Kuiper Belt history. Chapter 6. The 8 planets fall into 2 groups, rocky terrestrials and gas, ice giants. Pluto is something else, an icy rocky hybrid with frozen nitrogen, methane and carbon monoxide. That composition is standard in the Kuiper Belt. Pluto has more in common with its neighbors than any of the 8 planets. Chapter 7. In 1930, with limited data, Pluto was a faint moving dot, hailed as the 9th planet. Over decades, estimates shrank. With Karen's discovery, we finally pinned Pluto's small mass. Yet Pluto was entrenched in culture, textbooks, exhibits, 50 years a planet. Had we known its true size, orbit, composition, and Kuiper context, it likely wouldn't have been called a planet. Chapter 8. Bigger telescopes and CCDs transformed our vision, enabling wide-field surveys. From 1992 QB1 onward, the outer solar system filled with discoveries, revealing Pluto's true context. Hubble helped size faint objects. Surveys found them. Without these tools, the debate might never have happened. Science progresses when new tools let us ask better questions. Chapter 9. It's easy to see Pluto's reclassification as a demotion. Scientifically, it's taxonomy, classification that reflects reality. Like reclassifying whales as mammals, not a demotion, a triumph of understanding. We discovered Eris, Makemake, and the Kuiper Belt. Pluto shares their compositions, orbits, and origins. Keeping Pluto as a planet would balloon the list. Dwarf planet is a clear, honest home for its family. Chapter 10. Among planetary scientists, there's broad consensus. The 2006 IAU definition is useful, if imperfect. A vocal minority questions clearing the neighborhood, or prefers a geophysical definition, which would make 100+ planets, including the Moon. The public loves the 9-planet story. The debate keeps curiosity alive. Whether you call it a planet or a dwarf planet, Pluto hasn't changed. Still glaciers, haze, and 5 moons revealed by new horizons. So there you have it. 10 reasons that, together, explain Pluto's reclassification. We didn't lose a planet. We gained a 3rd zone, the Kuiper Belt, and a deeper cosmic map. Pluto is the king of this realm. a far more interesting title than the littlest planet. If you enjoyed this deep dive, show your support. Like, subscribe, and tell us which Pluto myth or fact surprised you the most. Keep looking up,